Hi, my name is Lionel from the Clarendon in Hebden, which is a pub situated just off Grassington, and I'm here today with Sallyann working with Wharfe Valley Rapeseed oil. We're going to create two really easy dishes that you can obviously make back at home using different obviously local products, but mainly using rapeseed oil and rapeseed oil flavoured mayonnaise. So today I'm going to make a very simple dish with crab meat, cucumber, asparagus, avocado. We're using two different products from Wharfe Valley this morning. We use the smoked garlic mayonnaise, and we're also going to use the Sicilian lemon, which we're going to make a slight dish with. So very simple. Again, both dishes that I'm going to make today are based on simplicity really, and how easy you can make it at home. So this is very much focused on how simple the dish are. However, you can use this for dinner party very simply. The outlook is fantastic. So we start with the crab meat. So first of all, I've used white crab meat. You can use a mixture of brown and white. They're equally tasty, but I've used white today for the purpose of this. It is by definition the better, but it's also the most expensive one. So a couple of things to talk about with crab meat. This was purchased already as this. Just check for little bits of brittle of crab in it if you're not sure. By definition, crab meat shouldn't smell of anything other than a pleasant smell. So it's appealing to the taste. It's got a lovely white colour, no tarnish on it. It doesn't smell of anything. That's usually a good sign of it. It doesn't last very long. So I suggest, once you've either got it fresh or off the freezer, within 48 hours you should really be eating it. It's just such a delicate flesh, but equally very tasty. So first of all, very simple again, I've got some crab meat. This is smoked garlic. So what I want to do with this, the mayonnaise, there's two real issues with that. One, it's going to bind the crab together, and secondly, it's going to enhance the flavour. So you don't need to put a great deal on it, possibly a good tablespoon of that. So what I'm going to do then, and get a bit of chive, get some fresh chive out, just chop it nicely. Again, the chive will give you not only a little bit of flavour, but it also give you colour, a nice sort of different type of colours onto your dish. So a little bit of chive, just throw it in here. So basically you mix the crab meat with the mayonnaise and the chive. You don't need to, at that stage, you could put some black pepper if you want, you could put a bit of lemon juice. I'm just going to keep it as neat as possible because it's all about the flavour of the crab with the meat, and so you don't need to add any more to it. If you feel you want it, clearly this is about as good as I want it in terms of binding it together. If you like it with a lot more mayonnaise, please add a bit more. I quite like it just like this, so it looks about as much as I want. I'm just going to flicker a little bit of obviously the lemon rapeseed oil. The lemon rapeseed oil, if you look at, I don't know if you can see how pungent the colour is, it really just gives you a little bit of an addition to the colour. So basically, this is how simple it is. The recipe is now done. Now the second phase of the recipe is how to look good on the plate, and this is where this recipe comes alive. We have a ring like this. This is a basic sort of ring that you can buy in Mayo. I'm going to give you a little tip on purchases ring. We use these all the time, so we use this. But if you wanted to use a cheaper style of ring, which is equally as good, if you buy a little tin of baked beans or a little tin of sugar spaghetti loops, you take the top and the bottom off and you rinse them. They are already food waterproof. You got yourself a ring, and you can just once you finish it, you can just throw them away. So using the ring, place it in the center of the plate. So depending on how greedy you are or how hungry you are, you can place as much or as little as you want in the center of that. Again, this dish is very simple in the making, but it also has an incredible look when it's finished. So what you do is just place it nicely in the center with the spoon that you've used. Obviously put it in like this, and then just lift it gently, and you've already got half of the recipe already there. The next thing I want to do here is I want to use some cucumber. So cucumber, try to keep a piece of cucumber about that size. This is a straight one, quite importantly in terms of the achievement of this. So cut it in half, and again, this is quite important in the whole making of this recipe. You need about 15 thin slices of cucumber. The thinner the better. You don't want doorstoppers, because you will see what we're going to do with it in a minute. It is very important that they are quite thin. You don't want to over cucumber the dish, and you just do usually about 15, 16, get a bit more together. And what you do with this, you start building, you just place one piece of cucumber just like this, and that's your start of your dish. Obviously I'm just selecting the same size. What you try to do is use the same size as slices of cucumber for that dish, otherwise it will start to look a little bit uneven. And clearly we try to aim to do this dish for particularly dinner party. And then the trick here, I'm going to turn it around. When you get to that stage, the trick is you pick a good piece of cucumber, you lift it up like so, and then you've got yourself a finished dish. So once that's finished, we're then going to use some avocado. So I've got some lovely avocado here, fresh one, you know. Again, look at this, we're very lucky here, it's a good one, there's no tarnish on it. Just take the skin off. I'm just going to take a little bit of mayonnaise, just the smallest of amount, to put it on top like so. This will enable the avocado to hold on top of it like this. And then I've got some lovely chive here, fresh chive. I've actually got even a little bit of the flower at this time of the year, so I might just place that on top of it like so. So the asparagus here, what I'm going to do with them, I've just blanched them a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on it. Once you cook them, they tend to be a little bit, sort of, they're losing their shine a little bit. So by adding a little bit of lemon Sicilian lemon oil on top of it, you can actually, you're not only enhancing the flavour, but you give them a lovely little shine to the dish as well. And last but not least, I want to do a little bit of dressing, because don't forget we're using Sicilian lemon rapeseed oil, and I want to use that. So I'm going to put that in here, and I'm just going to put just a little bit of, you can see the yellow colours of it, it's really quite pungent. It doesn't actually, I don't need to put anything else, it's already got lemon on it already. The chive is really just give you a little bit of a lemony effect to it. And then that's it.